I'm Jason Moore for the Ozarks Pigskin Previews. We're here at JFK Stadium in Springfield. It is the 33rd annual Ozark Pigskin Preview photo shoot. I'm here with one of our Magnificent 11, Joel Kleeman of the Miller Cardinals. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I don't know what to say.
Well, just, hi, good to be here.
Nice to be here, yeah.
How's it feel to be one of the Magnificent 11?
It's pretty cool.
So, last year, 67 carries, 607 yards, 8 touchdowns, 20 receptions, 502 yards receiving, 5 touchdowns, and then 3 touchdowns as a kick returner. Didn't have any defensive scores, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, are you going to work on that this year?
I'm going to try.
Okay. So, you had 16 touchdowns total last year. So, kind of a all-purpose kind of player. I mean, everything but playing quarterback, really, or the line. Talk a little bit, though, about gaining the yardage that you did as a running back and the touchdowns and things. Talk about the importance of your offensive line, because without them, you're not running anywhere.
You're right. The line, they really stepped up last year. We came off a 3-win season, I think, so they really stepped up and blocked real well for me last year.
What kind of confidence does it give you as a running back to know those guys are on top of their game, that when it's calling for you to run into a certain hole, that they're going to have that there for you?
Yeah, I always know that they're just going to have my back and block for me no matter what play we're running. They just always do their job.
So talk a little bit about how you improved as a runner between your freshman and sophomore years.
I just got more carries.
Is that really all it was? You just needed more carries to develop?
I got lots more carries. We kind of changed our offense a little bit. Our line really grew up. They did a lot better.
So obviously you're going to want to look to take the next step, because one of the things your coach has told us is that you had about the same statistics freshman year and sophomore year. 29 touchdowns already at this point in your career. What do you need to do to take it to that next level?
Just be a better teammate and just keep doing what I'm doing.
So what in practice are you focusing on to develop yourself as a runner?
Basically just going hard every time, get the ball, just doing my best.
So you also had 502 yards as a receiver. So I mean, you're diverse in that way. Do you prefer running or receiving if you had to pick one of the two?
I like receiving. You don't get hit as hard.
Really? You don't get hit as hard on the outside?
Yeah.
So you're obviously you don't go over the middle that much.
No. I stay away from the slants.
Probably a good idea. That's where you're really going to get clobbered, when you run in on those slants. So, I mean, you play both sides of the ball. You had 37 tackles last year, 5 interceptions. So how did being a wideout and knowing the routes and knowing how a wideout thinks, how did that help you defensively to be able to judge, you look at a set and go, okay, chances are they're going to run a slant on this play? I mean, kind of be able to jump what the quarterback was going to do.
You're just really thinking like they would, If you're playing on the outside, they're probably going to run inside. So it's really what I try to do, just think what they're doing.
So when you go up and you see a particular and recognize a certain offensive set, do you change your mindset a little bit? Like if you were planning on maybe breaking outside to cover somebody, if you see a set that, oh, they're going, do you mentally adjust?
Yeah, I try to adjust my position. If I know they're going to run outside, I'll probably get inside of them a little bit.
So what are you more, I mean, obviously any touchdown's an accomplishment, but are you more proud when you run one in or when you snag one for a touchdown?
Probably when I snag one, probably.
So the kick returns, now talk about the difference. I mean, it's a completely different mindset as a kick returner than a running back. How do you make that mental switch when you get out there, because you're not going to have the line right in front of you? How do you make that mental switch to be able to read the field? I mean, 3 touchdowns on a kick returns in a year is amazing.
I just look for the biggest hole and go for it. That's all I do.
Just that simple.
Just that simple.
How much do you guys practice special teams in your practices?
Oh, probably twice a week or so, I'd say.
So tell us a little bit about Coach LaSalle and how he has impacted you as a player.
He's a great guy, great coach. Really like him. I mean, he rides us all the time, but real nice guy, obviously. But we just really like him.
Well, is there anything specifically he's done that has kind of helped you move to the next level as a player or a person?
He's made us all grow up a lot. So, I mean, that's probably why our winning percentage gone up a little bit. Well, more than a little bit.
More than a little bit, yeah. A lot of it. So I'm pretty sure he's like every other coach and saying we take it one game at a time. We don't – but come on. When you saw the schedule for this year, what game kind of jumped off the page and said, I want them?
Definitely Pierce City, but that didn't go like we wanted. But
this upcoming year.
oh, this upcoming year, probably Skyline. That'd be not Skyline, Stratford. Stratford. That's probably going to be our biggest game, I'd say.
Okay. And how well do you think the team's going to do this year?
We should do pretty good. We'll be better than last year.
All right. Joel Kleeman of the Miller Cardinals, 607 yards on the ground, 502 through the air. All right, I'm just going to ask one more question. Are you going to top 1,100 yards combined this year?
We'll try to get 13.
He's going for 13. You heard it here first, folks. Joel, congratulations on being part of the Magnificent 11.
Thank you.
For the 33rd Ozarks Pigskin Preview, I'm Jason Wirt.